Our UX maturity model consists of 6 stages. Many organizations progress through many of these stages as they grow and develop their UX practice. But sometimes companies will skip a stage, stay at the same stage for a long time, or even regress to earlier stages.
If you can determine which UX maturity stage your organization is currently in, you'll be better equipped to figure out how to level up to the next one.
Stage 1 is what we call the absent stage, the lowest stage in the maturity model. A company at this stage is either oblivious to UX or believes it does not need it. User-centered thinking is not at all a part of how it works. The primary obstacle is a lack of education. People don't understand what UX is, how it could benefit from the organization and customers, or where to begin. To move forward, Stage 1 organizations should focus on building UX awareness.
Stage 2 is limited. At this stage, UX work is being attempted in small ways, but it's done haphazardly and typically ineffectively. At this point, UX is still very low on the priority list. In Stage 2 companies, most stakeholders still don't see why they should care about UX. One highly effective strategy to build buy-in is to perform a high-visibility UX project that will impact things that the stakeholders value. Then, publicize that big win throughout the organization as a way to demonstrate the potential benefits of doing more UX work.
Stage 3 is emergent. At this point, UX is gaining traction. More UX work is being done, and some Stage 3 companies even have official UX budgets. There are people in UX roles, but not nearly enough, and not necessarily with the right skills. There's no widespread systematic UX process in place, and UX still isn't a top priority. Now, sometimes companies think, we do UX now, and get complacent at this level, but really they need to operationalize to improve consistency in their work. To progress from this stage to the next, focus on improving and streamlining UX in your organization. Centralize and standardize UX processes and tools to maximize the effectiveness of the UX work done across the organization.
Stage 4 is structured. This is when the value of UX is recognized throughout the organization and may be seen as an important priority. Design is well understood, and user research is conducted throughout the project lifecycle. This is when organizations start to produce very high-quality UX work. But there may still be teams struggling with it. Lots of companies stop at this stage and never progress any further. To move up to Stage 5, focus on determining why some teams are still struggling with UX, and then try to fix those problems. For example, there might be some aspects of the standardized UX process that aren't applicable to all teams, and maybe that process needs to be more flexible.
Stage 5 is integrated. This is a great place to be. Stage 5 companies have successful and sustainable UX practices that achieve high-quality results consistently. Unfortunately, most organizations don't reach this level. There aren't many challenges at Stage 5 because things are running smoothly and consistently throughout the organization. But there's one important difference between Stage 5 and Stage 6, which is the highest stage. While user-centered design is respected and supported in Stage 5, there are factors other than user-centeredness that are driving the business. While Stage 5 leadership might take users into account in its high-level vision, users might still be sacrificed for other priorities in decision-making. Putting users as the highest priority is a decision that really needs to originate in the highest level of the company's leadership, which is partially why a lot of organizations never make it to Stage 6.
Stage 6 is user-driven, the highest stage in the UX maturity model. In Stage 6 companies, everyone fully understands and prioritizes user-centered design above all else. UX research and design work is the driving force behind everything that these companies do. These organizations are extremely rare. While this stage represents the ultimate maturity goal, it's difficult to achieve and difficult to maintain for very long. The primary challenge that these companies face is trying to avoid backsliding to a lower stage. That can happen if, for example, a new leader comes in with conflicting priorities. To avoid regressing, focus on continuing to nurture your user-focused culture in your organization. Ensure that everyone understands that users are central in the company's values.
Advancing your company's UX maturity can be a slow and difficult process. But by pinpointing your current stage and primary challenges, you'll be better equipped to achieve real change.